This is the Tarot and Oracle forecast for the month of September 2018. We have a look at the broad energies here, the big energies that are going to touch definitely on all of your lives in one particular way or somewhere in your life. For some of you, this may be the complete story for the month. For others of you, only certain aspects will apply. So if you'd like an in-depth personal reading or that incredible soulmate reading, if you'd like me to find where the blocks are for you in your life, if you'd like me to find how to navigate your way through a situation, how to find that special someone, how to find that career, how to find your way through career problems, whatever the case may be, please contact me via the links in the description box below. Aries, we're going to start off with a relationship reading, move on to your success reading, and finish up with the fated elements or the happiness reading. Even though I've used the romance angel cards, this applies to any important relationship or partnership in your life. It doesn't have to necessarily be a romantic one. Right, so the first card is unrequited love. The second one is forgiving and learning. The third one is getting to know each other, followed by engagement, retreat, and finishing up with playfulness. So unrequited love, the card itself says there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. You've hit a hitch in partnerships and relationships, or you've met someone recently, and even though there's this initial attraction, there's an element missing here. There's a key element missing in your partnerships and relationships at the moment. You're either going to come up against it in September or you've already come up against it. The fact that it's your first card makes me think you've already come up against it. Something is lacking. You're feeling that something lacking. The fact that forgiving and learning, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, comes up after that, says to me you're dealing with an old relationship dynamic here. Possibly stemming from childhood, to do with your parents. It could even be from another lifetime in the same situation. So what you need to do here is there's healing that needs to take place. There is a recognition that there's a dynamic that you are playing out over and over again because you were wounded by a situation long ago. The recipe that follows, according to the cards, is getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So what this means is, as human beings, we tend to go on assumptions a lot. So what happens in September is the energies are there. They're supporting you for this. They're available for you. Get to know somebody well. Be curious. Ask questions. Get involved. Just deepen that bond by getting to know somebody really, really well. Don't assume things. Don't go on past experiences. Don't go on past situations. This is somebody in a different way, in a different situation, the cards are telling us. Get to know. Ask questions. Ask lots of questions. Be curious and open rather than assuming and even judgmental. If you do this, the engagement card comes up. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. You will reach a new level of relating with that person. Be it a new relationship, an existing relationship, it doesn't matter. You will reach a new level of relating. If you're calling in a new relationship, it will be a relationship like one you haven't had before. If you take that step and you actually really get to know that person. The retreat says it's time to disconnect from the world, and playfulness says to recapture romance and allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So whatever relationship or partnership this is, if you're looking for one, it's a new one, if it's an existing one, it's getting away from the cell phone, mobile phones, whatever you call them, one's laptops, the internet, computers, what other people say, and spending a bit of time one-on-one with somebody. And it's also about a light-hearted energy being extended to them. It's not about deep, serious conversations. It's about just getting to know them, just having fun with them, just getting to know one another better by having a good time together, away from all those outside influences that stress us out, make us unhappy, make us fearful. A lot of it is nonsense anyway. It's not saying all of it is, but a lot of it is. We are fed a lot of fear factor nowadays. So take that time out with your partner, whomever they may be. Have some fun with them, really get to know them again, and you can reach an entirely new level in your relationship. If we have a look at your success cards, the tarot cards you get is 6 of Fire, 8 of Earth, Queen of Earth, King of Air, and your Oracle card you get is Gratitude and Appreciation. Such a beautiful card, that. 6 of Fire speaks about the fact that you are striking out on your own path. Very Aries, right? 6 of Fire is the Aries card, if you ask me. And it's a case of not needing approval from the people around you to strike out on that path. People may sometimes respond with fear to what you're going to be doing because they have their own fears and own worries. Don't let that dim your light. Don't let that stop you from taking that direction that you know is right for you. The 8 of Earth says that you have done your apprenticeship, your basic apprenticeship, right? And you are now ready to move on to the next level. Yet there is still to be learned, a lot to be learned. It's about the next level of learning. Even though you have finished one level of learning, you're now moving on to the next level of learning. Be open, be curious, be willing and able to learn the next level of learning. The Queen of Earth speaks about being practical, being grounded, being trustworthy, having integrity. So it's that case of sort of earthing your aspirations and your ideas and your goals. The King of Air has a very similar element to it, and the fact that the two come together, Queen of Earth and King of Air, so it's sort of that not being swayed by your feelings so much as your intellect. Think things through clearly, tongue twister there, and use the sort of higher level of thought rather than the deep emotional response to things to move you along in whichever area of life we are talking about here. This can apply to any area of your life. The Gratitude and Appreciation is perhaps your little guidance for the month, or what if you want success. Practice gratitude and appreciation. There's loads on the internet how to do that. So I'm not going to go into that here, but gratitude and appreciation, if I can give you a very simple recipe, every single morning when you open your eyes, take a take a pen and a piece of paper and write down 10 things you're grateful for. Read them aloud. Very simple exercise that, but you will be amazed what it can do for your life, okay? Now, in your happiness reading, what I do is I look at the fated elements that come into your life. If you guys watch my readings, you will know that I will always say, and what I sort of feel and experience and know from experience is life is made up of fated elements and it's made up of freedom of choice. There is 2 sides to the story. There are schools of thought that will say they are only fated elements, and there's schools of thought that that's only freedom of will, but there's both. Life is more interesting and more complicated and actually far more simple than we realize. So your fated elements is skull, gong, pig, boot, cup, tent, kite, egg, carrot, purse, apple, ladder. So Aries, what is it, which secret is it that you are keeping that is possibly to your detriment? There is something that you perhaps feel the world should not know about. It may be eating at you. Think about that. It's not a case of now going and telling everybody what that secret is. In fact, this card says as much. It's not an option. It's not your best option. But think why it bugs you. Why does keeping that secret bug you? What is it doing? Why is it doing that? It's followed by an exciting event. It's interesting the two follow one another. So something interesting, very interesting happens at the beginning of the month. Beware of greed says do not expect too much of this exciting event. It is an exciting event, but don't expect it to change your world entirely. Because the boot says increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goal. So if there is a goal you have in mind, you're going to have to put a bit more time and energy into it. The cup says you should accept valid criticism. So someone is going to give you advice. You're going to see it as criticism. It's advice. Listen to it. I will always say, sometimes the angels will use your friends, your acquaintances, even your enemies to pass on messages. So it's not a case of looking at the messenger and therefore not accepting the message. It's a case of listen to the message. It could have come from higher up. The 10 says this is a temporary situation because it's followed by the kite, which says vacation. So whatever it is where you need to put in your energy, where you're finding that you're going to get lots of advice, which you're going to see as criticism, it's kind of a hitch for you, and you're probably not going to entirely enjoy this little episode or situation in your month. But it's temporary. You will get time out from it because that vacation card follows. It's just a little situation that's going to bring something to light. Perhaps it's a light shone on the direction that you should be taking, or how to take the direction you need to be going in. Success is assured with good plans and hard work. So there's that kind of message keeps coming through for you. There's no shortcut here by the looks of things. Sometimes there's shortcuts, but with this particular situation, it's just nose to the grindstone, applying yourself in the best way possible to get the goals that you want. Then you do get an opportunity or a windfall after that, a reward for effort. It says, pay attention to your finances, temptation will test you, and the ladder says climbing towards success. Whatever that windfall is, there may be a temptation to do something silly with it. Well, something that you perhaps shouldn't be doing, let's phrase it like that. But you are on the road to success. You are on the road to achieving your goals. So don't blow it there. Don't take whatever that windfall is and just fly with it and waste it or use it indiscriminately. Keep it, use it wisely, because you're on the road to success and you're probably going to need it somewhere along the way on that road to success. Right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you would like a personal private reading, I'm just going to repeat again, or that amazing soulmate reading, please contact me via the links in the description box below. You can either email or go to the website and book or purchase a reading. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking and subscribing. And also to those of you that are sharing my videos, a very, very special thank you. I truly appreciate it.